Well, it's been a minute, and I gotta say, there's been a lot going on, lots and lots of going on. I'm still grieving my dad's death from June. It's still really hard to get up and do the stuff that I was inspired to do simply because of that. It's still unbelievable that he's gone. But it's not the only thing that's been really kind of hitting hard around here. Of course, I found out last week that my foot, my ankle, my left ankle is still broken, even after 6 weeks. I'm still waiting for VA to get me an appointment to get in to see an orthopedist. I went in last week to a walk-in clinic just because I got tired of waiting and found out it's still not healing properly, so I definitely need to see an orthopedist. I wish VA would hurry up and get that done. So there's that. Then unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, I guess it's been about 3 weeks now. 3 weeks ago, I totaled my LJ. This has been really hard for me to even speak about. So I bought this LJ when it was brand spanking new in 2004. It was the very first year they came out with the LJ. I'm at a loss for words. I did not have full coverage because I did not realize how much value was in that vehicle, but in order to replace it, it's about 15 to 20 grand. Actually, it's closer to about 18 to 20 grand to get a decent one in decent shape like what mine was. So I don't know. I'm at a loss on that. So if anybody out there needs parts for an LJ, I got some. I got the lift kit and stuff. I will probably be using the heavy duty steering at this point because I had an eye on a vehicle that has been for sale for several months down the road from me. And when Jeanette and I went in to take a look at the vehicle, unfortunately there was a deposit on it. Well, luckily for us, that sale did not go through, and I am now the owner of a 1996 Jeep ZJ. That is the very first year that they came out with, the very first generation. Not the year, but the generation. This is the first generation of the Grand Cherokee. And so this is what I wound up getting. It's already got a 4-inch lift. It's on 31s at the moment. I want to eventually upgrade, but those are brand spanking new tires for the most part. I'm gonna just stick with those for now. It's gonna get us to Alaska. So as you can see, it is in pretty good condition for a 1996. This is the mid-range of that year, because it would have been from 93 through, I want to say it's going through 1997. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong on that. I'd have to look that up for the years. But this was the first generation. This is the limited edition. So it is actually the top of the line and I have to work on getting some of the electronics aren't working properly. Like the front door doesn't lock automatically. As you can see, it doesn't move like it's supposed to. But as you can see, the inside here is all leather, and it looks brand spanking new in here. It's incredible on the inside. And let's see if I can get up here. So the only thing I have added so far are these handles right here on the side, both on the microphone. So sorry about that. So yeah, I've added both there and there a grab handle to help us get into the vehicle. But as you can see, it is, yeah, this doesn't work anyway. Take that off. But it's completely stock and completely up to date. I mean as far as it's loaded. This thing is loaded. It's got heated seats. You've got your, these are for your back controls. I do have to get a new windshield wiper for the back. I've got that on order. I actually have a stereo that I'll be putting in, an updated stereo. Yeah, it's really, this is a really, really nice vehicle, and it's got sunroof. Although it's not working 100% perfect, I've got to play around with the switch. There's something loose with the switch. I've already opened it up and looked, and seems like there's some loose wires in there. I can pop it down here. Pop down. There we go. So when you pop it down, you can see here, this guy right here is loose. So it's given some issues when it comes to opening and closing this entirely, but still very nice feature to have. Like I say, it's got heated seats, AC, everything you can think of is on this thing, and it's incredible. I am loving it so far. It's not my LJ. I will say that much. I miss my LJ. I want another LJ down the road, but right now I can't afford a $20,000 vehicle. Not at the moment when we're trying to get ready to move and all that. So, but we also decided that, you know what, we really kind of need something with a good towing capacity. I mean, the LJ, you could tow about 3,500 pounds, not bad, but we're going to want to get livestock and such. So we're going to actually want to go ahead and use something that's going to have a decent towing power, and this one does. It'll tow 7,700 pounds. So we've had we had a 2002 WJ, which is the next generation of the it's the second generation of the Grand Cherokee. We had one before and we liked it, so that's where I was like, if I'm going to go with anything, I'm going to stick with a Jeep. I'm a Jeep person, especially when you look at the older ones. I'm not necessarily keen on the new ones right now, but we'll see if they grow on me later in my life. But right now, I really kind of like the older, the generations that ended in the early 2000s. I think up to that point is about my max that I really like. But anyway, let's see. Let me fire this puppy up, because you got to hear this. Okay, so here, I'll get rid of the dinging. It's turn on. So, all right, so let's do this. Okay, here it comes. We're gonna fire this puppy up. Listen. Is that not a sweet sounding machine? I gotta say the sound is amazing. This thing is wow. It's everything I expected when I saw it for sale. I have yet. I mean, it was right in the right price range as all the other Grand Cherokees out there around for the same generation. They're all running about $6,000 a piece right now. So, well, probably about, well, I guess closer to about six, anywhere between 6 and 7. Yeah, I got a good deal on this thing. It's a nice machine. It's going to get us to where we're wanting to go. And yeah, I'm excited to have another Jeep, even though I am definitely going to have an issue with missing that LJ. I can't tell you how much I'm going to miss having that LJ. I had so many plans, and I never got to see him all the way through. Yeah, so get that locked up, close that door. But yeah, it's so there's already the brackets up here for the for a light bar, which I also have ordered, and it's on the way. Actually, I think it got delivered this afternoon. I haven't taken it inside yet, but yeah, I've got some projects coming up with this for sure. Like I said, I've got a radio that I've got to put in. I've got to go ahead and get that light bar put in. What else did I get? Oh, I got a snorkel. I got a snorkel for it already. You betcha. So I got it. We're going to be putting that in for it. But yeah, I'm just amazed as to the condition of this. You know, like I say, it's over 25 years old, and it doesn't look it. I mean, outside of, I would say the hood is about the only thing that really points to it showing that it's aged, and the lights or the light lenses, of course. But that's pretty much on all vehicles. Even our Mini Cooper has the problem with the yellowing lights. So, but yeah, it's a nice machine. Yeah, we're going to be putting we've got to order it yet, but definitely going to be putting a rack, or not a rack, because it's already got a rack. We're going to be putting a basket up top here, because the one thing about this generation that I really dislike is the fact that, well, let me see if I can show you here. Gotta find the keys. So the only thing is that I really do not like having the spare tire in the back, and because it takes up so much space. This one also is only got the original spare, so it needs to get, I need to buy a tire and get it mounted that's going to be used as the spare. Again, then I'll be moving that big tire is going to go up above in the basket. That's the best place for it. And yeah, I mean, these are, look how new these are. You can actually still see, let me see if we can show it here. I mean, all you have to do is see. You can see that it's got all the little brand new nubbies on it, which means those have not seen very much wear yet. That's awesome. That's a huge expense that I don't have to put out for. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? But hopefully you all tune in for what's yet to come on the Bearden's ZJ. Again, that is a 1996 Jeep Grand Cherokee, or in other words, a Jeep ZJ. All right, guys. See you in the next one.